Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And this is going to be incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they should back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting.
Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The Giants at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3.
Played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Running left, it's Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, Hurts. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll go to Barkley again, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Giants are able to add on to that lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to roam now. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second.
Sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Running on first down, Eckler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's Eckler again, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long?
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Saquon Barkley. He's to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to